All right, let's talk banks. Wells Fargo cut to a sell today. Analyst Dick Beauvais did it at Odeon. He said the company is directionless. We've made it our call of the day. Pete and Joe, you both own the name. Quote, they have a compelling consumer franchise, Dick Beauvais says. However, they appear to be directionless at the moment. Ultimately, it is likely to fashion a business plan that has merit, but it does not have one now. They've lost ground to competitors, he says.
Okay.
Sell Wells.
I'm sorry, I disagree with that. First of all, I believe that financials are a sector that you want to continue to have overweight exposure to. So Wells works for me in that environment. Secondarily, the appointment of Charlie Scharf as a CEO is a good appointment. He is someone who's technologically savvy and can take Wells Fargo and bring them into the new digital banking world. He's doing what is proper right now. The CFO of Wells represented Wells at the Goldman Sachs Financial Services conference last week. Charlie right now is reviewing the risk and control measures surrounding the regulatory issues. You cannot expect there to be a resolution to those risk and control measures in a mere 6 weeks since he's been appointed as
Beauvais
CEO.
specifically talks about some of these conferences. He says in the past 6 weeks, Wells has spoken at 3 conferences. Quite frankly, the company had nothing to say. The reason is because it's too early for Charlie Scharf, the new CEO, to have studied the business and obtained the board's approval to move ahead with an operating plan. Silence is preferable now.
Okay, he is correct that management is being very measured in what their plan is going to be. They're holding back 2020 guidance for some more months. But at the Goldman Sachs Financial Conference, the CFO talked about the strength of the mortgage business, talked about the return to the near prime auto loan market.
Part of Beauvais' point is like, I don't want to hear from, the number 2.
Why not? What's wrong? Why?
From the number 1.
What's wrong with hearing from the CFO? He understands the balance sheet and the business equally as well as the CEO.
I think because there's such a big bet behind Scharf that people want to see Scharf. Everybody says Scharf's name. No one says the other person's name.
Okay,
when people make a bull case for this stock moving forward.
You do exactly what Joe did. You bring up Scharf. You're right. So he should
Everybody brings up Scharf.
And he should be front and center.
Literally the only reason to
I'm agreeing
be bullish
with you.
about the stock.
He should be out there front and center telling everybody exactly what the story is and how they're going to do this entire process, because these are major places where he can put out the word. So I agree with you on that, Scott. I also agree with Joe in terms of why did I buy the stock anyway? Because Scharf was the guy that they put in there at the helm because I thought he was the right guy at the right time. So far, the stock has reacted pretty well. Also, take a look at the reaction you're getting today. Is the stock even down? I guess it's down a little bit.
It's doing nothing.
But this is a guy who had it on hold. He missed this little bit of a move to the upside since Scharf has been put in place, and now going to sell. I don't think that's the right thing now, Scott. I think the fact, and also he mentioned something that was interesting. He said, I think you sell this and you buy Citi. That's fine. I own Citi. I own Bank of America. I own U.S. Bank. All those names, and you look at this name, they all still trade relatively inexpensive when you look at them, what they're trading against the book value. So is there a difference there? Is Citi a little cheaper? He's absolutely right. Citi's a little bit cheaper.
I'll tell you what,
I still think Wells Fargo has some oomph. Well, 1.3 book versus just under 1.
On the next earnings report, though, I'm just saying with this call, what if Scharf kitchen sinks the next earnings call? And, I mean, he's going to get everything out there. The picture may not look pretty good.
No,
what's the stock likely to do?
So I don't own Wells. I own 20% of our portfolio is in financials, so it's pretty much the only one I really don't own.
Okay, so that's a statement.
But I don't think it's a sell. I just think.
Well, why don't you own it? What's the statement?
Because I think they're better catalysts right now. But it's not to say I'm not looking at this because yes, when Scharf does come out with a plan, because I'm already so exposed, I don't need to be in it. But if I agree with the plan and I understand what he's saying, but I'm not going to sell this stock because they do have a superstar CEO in there. I think you wait and see when he comes out.
To Scott's point, though, shouldn't Scharf be the guy out front? I agree with you.
I don't disagree.
No, he needs to be there.
Petey's doing a strategic review of significant regulatory issues. You've got to allow him time to do that review before he speaks.
So he doesn't have time to go out there and speak, but you can send the number 2. I totally disagree with that. I want to see the head guy out there in front. I want to see Jamie Dimon going in front of people when he takes over a company that's been beaten up and has black eyes.
Look, I could be totally wrong. I honestly don't remember. wasn't Culp out there like right away?
Yes.
GE?
Exactly. That's exactly the point. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he
You
had a
got to
chance
get the
to,
guy
like, do
out
it.
there. The right guy.
Massive
The number
time.
one
He was
guy
still
has to
doing
get
it.
out there and paint the picture for everybody to understand what they're doing.
But Culp was
Different
outweighed-
issues, though.
I
GE
disagree.
wasn't dealing with regulatory issues. You're talking about regulatory issues that Wells Fargo has to overcome so their capital allocation strategy can return
But
to what it once was.
that doesn't give him time to go out and pitch the story in front of everybody, really?
I'm not, listen, I'm just saying I don't have a problem with him sending the CFO. I think that's an adequate representation from
I
management.
disagree.
Nobody's saying that the CFO, doesn't have the chops to go out and do it either. I don't want to, appear as though we're disrespectful to the CFO. It's the CFO for a reason, okay?
And he did a great job.
We get it.
Maybe the
he did a
CFO
great
is the
job.
guy
at
who
Goldman
should be
Sachs.
We get it. But at some point, the stock got the initial sharp bump.
Yep.
Right? And now
Right guy, right time.
Now it's like, put up. It's a show me. It's a show me. Maybe that's part of Bove's thing. Anyway, all right.